الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين
الرحمن الرحيم
مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين
اهدنا صراط المستقيم
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم
غير
المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين
Amen. I seek refuge in the name of Allah from the evil of Shaitan, the evil of jinn, the evil of mankind, and the evil of all He created. We ask for His indefinite mercy, blessings upon an outstanding prophet, a noble prophet, Prophet Muhammad, the son of Abdullah, his Sahaba, his household, and whoever follow his way and his path till the day of resurrection. After that, I welcome the Muslim Ummah to our today's tafsir, coming up on this platform, which is an Nega Islamic Foundation, every last Friday of the month. We are setting today's program with the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin.
All praises and thanks be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Lord of the world, mankind, jinn, angels and others, and all that exists.
Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim.
The most beneficent, the most merciful.
Malik Yawmiddin.
The only owner of the day of resurrection and the only ruling judge of the day of recompense.
Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka.
You alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help.
Ihdina siratal mustaqim.
Guide us to the straight path,
Siratal ladhina an'amta alayhim.
the path of those on whom you have bestowed your grace.
Siratal ladhina an'amta alayhim minan nabiyyina was-siddiqina wash-shuhada'i was-salihin.
From our noble prophets, from those that say the truth, from those that that witness their death through the shaheed, and from all those that they part in the right path.
Ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin.
Not those on whom you have who have held your anger, and those who have went astray. Now I welcome you all again to our today's tafsir. We are all aware that right from the beginning of this tafsir program, we have been treating all we need to know about Suratul Fatiha, which is chapter 1. But today we'll be looking at the rulings on Fatiha as regards to our daily 5 prayers, which is ruling on Fatiha on our daily prayer. The reason we are to look into this is that right from the beginning of our, if you have been following this program, we have explained that there is no difference between Salat and Suratul Fatiha, which Allah and the Prophet both refer Salat as Suratul Fatiha and refer Suratul Fatiha as Salat. Now, recitation during Salat, we have different opinions on if Suratul Fatiha, on the rulings on Suratul Fatiha. We have several opinions on that.
هل يتعين للقراءة في الصلاة فاتحة الكتاب؟
If we are to look into Ahkamul Qira'ah fi Salah, that is the rulings of recitation in our 5 daily prayers. Number one question that we'll be asking ourselves, according to scholars, is هل يتعين
للقراءة في الصلاة فاتحة الكتاب؟
Is Suratul Fatiha designated for recitation during the course of Salah? Because all Muslim Ummah are aware that it is a must, while observing your Salat, you must recite a chapter, a verse, it is in Noble Quran. Now, what we'll be looking after now is Suratul Fatiha, which is chapter 1. Is it designated as the surah that it is compulsory that you must not recite it in prayer? That is question mark. Will you be rewarded if you recite Suratul Fatiha during the course of Salat, or if you left Fatiha during the course of Salat, will you be rewarded or not? That is number one question. Now, scholars are having 2 perspectives, looking into what? Into rulings of reciting, looking into if Fatiha is indeed compulsory for recitation during our course of Salat. Now,
فعند أبي حنيفة ومن وافقه من أصحابه وغيرهم.
We are all aware that we have 4 schools in Islam. School of Imam Malik, Imam Ahmad bin Ambali, that is 4 school of thought. School of thought. Number 1 is Imam Malik. Number 2 is Imam Abu Hanifa. Number 3, Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. Number 4, Imam Shafi. So these 4 scholars, those are the scholars that we will look into their school and see their thought or their perspective as regards to recitation of Suratul Fatiha during the course of Salah. Now, first answer is from Imam Abu Hanifa.
وَمَنْ وَافَقَهُ مِنْ أَصْحَابِهِ وَغَيْرِهِمْ.
Imam Abu Hanifa and his companions, and those that walk in his path or in his way in the Sharia.
أَنَّهَا لَا تَتَعَيَّنُ.
What Imam Abu Hanifa said is, it is not compulsory. Suratul Fatiha, it wasn't designated as the chapter to be recited or to be recited in the course of Salat. Meaning that you can recite any chapter which you like. That is what Imam Abu Hanifa said. He said, La tata'ayyan. It wasn't designated. It wasn't compulsory for you to recite Suratul Fatiha during the course of Salah.
بل مهما قرأ به من القرآن أجزاءه في الصلاة.
He said once you have recited any chapter, you are allowed to read any chapter during the Salat because of Salat. If you like, you can recite Suratul Ikhlas, Suratul Mulk, Suratul Baqarah, and other chapters in Salat that Fatiha wasn't designated. If once you have recited any of Quran chapter, so you will be rewarded.
واحتجوا بعموم قوله تعالى.
When Imam Abu Hanifa was asked that, what is your evidence for this? He now that stated this verse in the Quran, said,
فَقْرَأُوا مَا تَيَسَّرَ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ.
فَقْرَأُوا مَا تَيَسَّرَ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ. In Suratul Muzammil, verse 20, there was a verse there that when you are observing your Salat, during the course of the Salat, you recite from the Quran, and you recite from the Quran easy as may be for you. That is, whichever chapter or verse that you are confident with, that you are okay with, that you are willing, or you wish. Imam Abu Hanifa said, during the course of Salat, you should be able to come up with any verse or any chapter you like. I now brought to us this particular verse in the Quran. That what Quran stated is that when you are observing Salat, recite from the Quran as may be easy as any verse or chapter that you wishes. So that is his own evidence.
وبما ثبت في الصحيحين من حديث أبي هريرة صلاته.
Then another evidence of Abu Hanifa is that he said number 2 is there is an hadith from the authority of Abu Hurairah on the history of someone who did not observe, someone who failed to practice Salat as it is, someone who made a mistake during the course of his Salat. Then the Prophet said to that person that the person was actually observing Salat. He now has committed some errors during the course of Salat, and the Prophet witnessed that, and the Prophet said, you, Mr. Man, whenever you are observing Salat, make sure you raise the word Allahu Akbar to glorify Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. After praising Allah, then recite whatever comes to your mind from the noble Quran.
قالوا فأمره بقراءة ما تيسر ولم يتعين له الفاتحة ولا غيرها.
Abu Hanifa and his companion answered, once the Prophet has made mention that, okay, you Mr. Man making error during the course of Salat, okay, say the word at-takbir, which is Allahu Akbar, then recite whatever comes to your mind, or whatever it is easy for you to read from the noble Quran. Once the Prophet has said that, meaning that Suratul Fatiha wasn't designated, that is, wasn't compulsory during the course of Salat. El-Muhim, the compulsory thing is that you can recite any surah that comes to your mind. That is what Imam Abu Hanifa said. Now, then we look into second thoughts.
أنه تتعين قراءة الفاتحة في الصلاة.
Some among the scholars said, we didn't agree. We are not going the path of Imam Abu Hanifa. We won't be agree with that. تتعين قراءة الفاتحة. Fatiha was actually designated for you to recite when you are observing your Salat, that is during the course of Salat. Now, if you fail to recite Suratul Fatiha during the course of Salat, you won't be rewarded. In fact, the Salat is null and void.
وهو قول بقية الأئمة.
Other school of thought, this is what they said.
مالك والشافعي وأحمد بن حنبل.
Imam Malik, Imam Shafi'i, Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, the three school of thought and their companions and other scholars, their perspective is that Suratul Fatiha was actually designated for you to recite during the course of Salat.
واحتجوا على ذلك بهذا الحديث.
Now some now went to them asking them, what are your evidence? If we are to follow it, that truly Suratul Fatiha, recitation of Suratul Fatiha is compulsory during the course of Salat.
حيث قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم.
Their first evidence is that the Prophet said in the Hadith,
من صلى صلاة لم يقرأ فيها بأم القرآن.
whoever observes Salat, observe any of the 5 daily prayers and refuse to recite or fail to recite Suratul Fatiha during the course of Salat,
فهي
خداج يعني غير تمام. The Salat is incomplete, is not complete, is incomplete. Aside from that, the Salat is incomplete. Number 2 is that the Salat is null and void. That is what the Prophet said. When you are observing Salat and you fail to recite or to come up with the recitation of Suratul Fatiha, meaning the Salat is null and void.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin.
There is an hadith and the Sahih Bukhari and Muslim again.
من حديث الزهري عن عبادة بن صامت.
On the authority of Ubadah bin Samit, son of Samit.
قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم.
Said the Prophet, may the peace and the blessings of Allah be upon him, said in his hadith.
لا صلاة لمن لم يقرأ بفاتحة الكتاب.
The Salat of whoever observes Salat without coming up with Fatiha recitation, the Salat is actually null and void.
وعن أبي هريرة أيضا.
From the authority of Abu Hurairah again said,
قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. لا تجزئ صلاة من لم يقرأ فيها بأم القرآن.
Whoever failed to recite Suratul Fatiha in his Salat, Allah would never accept